90, 97, 106.
What is going on, Gulf Coast Nation? Guys, welcome home. For this week's bonus episode, we are going to be bringing you a very special knot that is effective, very strong, that needs to be in your arsenal, originating, or at least we learned it from Terra From a Tackle, coming from the mouth of Gulf Coast Nation to you guys. Let's do it. Alright, like I said, I want to first give a big shout out to Spencer Wonder, Terra From a Tackle. He's the one who taught us this knot. I'm not sure who taught him, but world-renowned fisherman Spencer Wonder. He's actually in a special place right now, popping some giant fish. So if you don't follow Terra From a Tackle, if you don't know anything about him, go follow him on Instagram, go follow him on Facebook, and check out their website, terrafromatackle.com. Awesome stuff there. But today we're going to be showing you the special knot. So let's roll up the sleeves. We're in the Gulf Coast Nation house, by the way. We got the flag up here, down in the garage. We got all the deep freezers. This is kind of where the brains is, all right? It's just outside my office. We got my house slippers on, and we're just rocking and rolling today. So I've got my 200-pound mono over here. Normally we're using LP mono, but this is an old 200-pound mono spool. I wanted to try to use the clear with the 200-pound blue braid, the old Diamond Gen 3. We don't use it much anymore because it's pretty thick, but hopefully the contrast will help you guys see the knot and be able to deliver to you guys how to tie it. So basically your mono is going to be your top shot on your reel. Your braid is going to be the main line coming from your reel. You can use this for shark fishing all the way down. Blaine and I have used it for tuna fishing and for drum fishing. So you can use it on smaller applications as well. So let's get to it. I'm going to take this braid right here, coming from your main line, and I'm going to take my mono top shot, and I'm just going to overlay these two. I'm going to be going back and forth between my main cam and my GoPro here. Hopefully it shows good on the GoPro, but the first thing I'm going to do when I overlay this is I'm just going to tie a simple overhand knot over the braid, okay? Just a one-over overhand knot. I like to use my teeth. You can use your hands, pliers, whatever you need, but you want to cinch this overhand knot down very, very tight. All right, that looks good to me. I'm going to show you guys here on the GoPro here. You guys can see that overhand knot is cinched. The braid is in line right there, so everything's running smooth through the knot. So I can pull that braid back and forth if I wanted to, but it's kind of tough because I've snugged that knot down good. You want to leave yourself a good tag in of mono right here. You know, obviously, if you want to do more turns, you can leave the tag in bigger. And then the next thing you're going to do is I'm going to take this mono and braid all the way down into 3 strands right here. So I've got 3 strands heading back towards my top shot. I've got my braid going back to my reel back here. And I'm going to lay these over. And this is kind of where you really need to pay attention and you want to make sure you get this thing right. So everything's laying in line. Everything's nice. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it over like this. And I'm going to create that first loop while I'm turning over the mono. So you can see that loop in the braid right there. I'm heading back towards my rod now. And I'm going to do 10 turns. You can do 10 turns. You can do 12, 13. I've done a bunch if I'm just like feeling squirrely, but I'm just taking this thing and I'm going over. That's 2 or 3. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You can see how this is laying over. Everything's laying in line. Everything needs to be neat, in line, streamlined. 9. Last one here for 10. So now you can kind of see what we've got. We've got the braid heading back to the rod. We've got the top shot back to our spool, and we've got 10 turns of braid, and I'm holding that knot. So if I let go of that knot, you can see where that knot is right here. And then obviously anytime you do a knot, you want to go ahead and wet it down. Wet it down. You don't want any friction. You want everything going really smooth, really streamlined. And I'm going to take that knot right here, take my tag into my braid, and push it back towards our mono top shot spool. All right, and then once I get that through that knot, you can see how I've gone right through that loop right there. I'm going to pull it tight, and I want to move this tag in back towards my mono top shot. You can see everything's going to come streamlined. It's very similar to a uni knot in this sense of what you're cinching down, and you're just going to watch that knot cinch down like that. Semi-tight, that loop's going to start to form. That's the first thing I like to do is make sure everything goes streamlined. Now, here's where you know you've messed up, okay? You need to stop if the braid has doubled over itself anywhere, like your loops for some reason aren't streamlined like this, nothing's laying in line, you need to stop, cut it, redo it. So now I'm going to grab my braid and I'm really going to cinch on the knot, right? I want everything really good tight. That's when you can let go of your tag end of your braid, go ahead and grab both of your tag ends on mono if you can, and you're going to start to work this knot up both of these sections of mono, trying to get everything to go together. So I'm going to try to see if it goes. And if you pull one side or the other, you can kind of see if I just pull on one tag end, see how it makes that little like kink right there in that mono. You need to make sure everything's going down. So I'm going to pull on my tag end a little bit to kind of even it out. And you want it looking like that as it goes down. And then we're going to see if we can't capture this moment right here where everything comes snug and beautiful together like that. And there's the basic premise of it right there. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to wrap, on the rod. You can pull on the rod, have somebody on the rod. I'm just going to wrap it up in my hands a little bit. I'm going to wrap this up. I take one wrap on the mono, and then make sure you get your tag end in your hand right here. And you're going to cinch this knot down really, really tight. You can go ahead and put the braid in your mouth and kind of do all of them at one time. And there you have it. Really simple knot, really quick. This is what Blaine and I use for our top shot. We used to hollow core splice. We no longer hollow core splice because of how easy this knot is, how effective this knot is, how well this knot holds, and it goes through our guides just fine. So if you guys are on roller guides, stuff like that, you can see this knot is pretty, pretty low profile. It's pretty good to go. The engineering of the knot, the way it applies is pretty simple. You've got a knot at the top where your mono is. Your mono is 200 pound or whatever it is. Normally your leader or top shot is bigger, or at least the same size as your braid. So that knot right there is going to have a little bit of a bulbous look. Thanks to Blaine for that vocabulary, by the way. It's a bulbous look right here. And it's going to, obviously all your braid being cinched up like that is going to hold really tight, and it's going to pull against that mono knot, that overhand knot that we tied at the beginning, and everything's going to hold. Before you trim anything, you want to do the last thing, which is the most important. You've got your turns, everything looks good, you're good to go. You need to do your finisher knots. So basically, on your top shot side, you're going to go over here and just do some half hitches. Basically, one side is going to go over and through, suck it down. And then the next time is going to go under and through. So one over, one under. I'm going to do that 2 more times. So 2 more times. So I want 2 overhand, 2 underhand. 1 more underhand. Now my preference is to end on an underhand, and then I'm going to go with a finisher knot. Perfect. Thank you, Dean. You're the man. Alright. And then I'm going to go, so I've got my 4 half hitches. Those are called half hitches, overhand granny knots, whatever. And you can kind of see it starts to form a little bit. You can go more. You can do 10 if you want. It's not going to hurt any at all. But I like to do 4. And then I'm going to take this right here, and I'm going to go, I call it the finisher knot. And it's going to be 3 through the loops. I'm going to start again, just make sure you guys see. I'm going to go over. I'm going to go through here once, twice, 3 times, say it isn't so, and you're going to get something like this, okay? And then as you cinch this down, I like to put it in my mouth, and I'm going to pull up, and I'm going to do an up and in kind of thing. So I'm going to go up. You can see how it's kind of forming right there. I hope this is showing up. Up and in, and as you go, see how this braid's kind of coming over the top here? I'm just going to take it, keep laying everything back. And then right there, I'm just going to cinch it down. Really tight. It's going to create a little bit of a cone effect, I guess you could say. Right on top. It's called the finisher knot because you do it at the end of your half hitches. And then obviously you just need to take a pair of clippers or scissors. I like to do scissors for the braid and then, cutters for the mono, but I got cutters right now. Oof. You want that cut close as you can, but you don't want to, obviously make sure you don't cut your other braid. Pop that mono off right there. And then, I'm going to show you guys on the GoPro. Right there, you have a fantastic knot. That is the wonderful RP knot. Like I said, everything's streamlined. It's a pretty, low profile, small knot. It is going to go back and forth between your roller guides, so no sweat there. This is 200 pound braid to 200 pound mono, but like I said, you can use it for other applications as well. Bonus to the bonus real quick. we're going to go ahead and test this knot for you guys. So we got the scale here. It's zeroed out. And then Blaine's going to be on the braid side. I'm going to be on the mono side. And we're going to pull as hard as we can. We both might not be in frame. But I'm going to see how many pounds this knot can hold. So let's put it to the test. And this is a test of, like, you know, obviously when you have your top shut out and your braid out, the pressure on this knot isn't going to be as direct as this. So it might be, you know, might hold a little bit more weight. But if it's going to break directly, this is what we want to do. We want to let you guys know that it works. So. All right, my friend. There's 60 pounds of pressure. 65 pounds of pressure. All right, hold on. We got the biggest I saw was 65.5 pounds. So right now we know that 65.5 pounds of drag pressure it holds. So let's keep going. See if we can break it. Holy crap, I'm real, dude.
Yep, there you go.
70. Pull light. I saw 72. 72 pounds so far, so we know it holds there. Hold on. Oh my gosh. I felt like my veins were gonna pop out of my neck.
Okay, let me fix myself.
Ready?
Yep.
85, 86. I saw 86 pounds. Okay, hold on. There might be one person out there that runs 90 pounds of drag. So we just need to make sure. We need to let that one. Hold on, I'm getting lightheaded. I should have drinking more water. I should have drunk more water today. Doing good. That's 86 pounds.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Don't forget the finisher knots. Okay, the finisher knots are very important. Okay, one more big push. Okay, ready? 1, 2. I saw 97. I literally saw 97 pounds of pressure.
That's pretty wild.
Okay.
Well, there you go, guys.
97 pounds is about probably as much as I can get.
The real test.
Do you think we can go outside?
Get it to my hitch.
All right, we're going outside. We're gonna see if we can break this knot. 97 pounds is what I saw so far. So we've got the scale tied up. So there could be connections that fail right here in the scale, but we've tied a bunch of 200-pound monos, so hopefully it holds. So I'm gonna read it out as Blaine goes, and we're gonna see where this thing breaks. All right, I've got the handy dandy GoPro right here. I'm gonna call it out to you guys, and we're gonna see how high we can get. So.
Well, can you close the door so if I do go falling back, I'll hit the door or not?
We've got all preventions. Blaine's got the door back here and everything. Hold on. Let me make sure the scale's in control. I'm gonna try to hold the scale steady. It's not really showing up, man. Okay, here we go. All right, good. So I got 80, 90, 97, 106. What popped? So I got 106 pounds was the biggest I saw, and it looked like it popped. Did it hit you in the chest? I'll go back and re-watch the GoPro in slow motion and see what we got. But I think 106-ish was the biggest I saw. And you see where it broke? It broke at the braid. I don't know if it's gonna focus or not. But it broke at the braid, so the knot held together and it broke in the middle. The braid pulled out through the middle of the knot. So 106 pounds, meet you guys at the outro. So I'm gonna put this thing down and wrap this episode up. I hope you guys enjoyed this week's bonus episode. I hope you guys got something out of it, and that's a knot that you can apply. Maybe you like the hollow course splice and you do them at home better, but if you get cut off on the beach and you need the top shot in a pinch, maybe the RP knot will be the knot that you use or is your go-to knot on the beach for a quick fix that is still very, very strong. But like I said, Blaine and I use it completely all the time now for a top shot. Really easy, really simple because we top shot a lot, we run a lot of trips. If you guys are interested in doing any type of shark fishing trips, go to GulfCoastNation.com. Check out the website, get your thing booked up, or you can call us directly here at the office. But that's going to be it. Again, big thanks to Terraform and Tackle. Go check out their website. They have some awesome tips and tricks. Getting to fish with Spencer has been quite amazing. We've learned a bunch from him. And like I said, I think he's going to be in some of these episodes this winter. I think he's coming back for this winter, and we're going to get some stuff done here in the Panhandle. So that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys got something out of it. If you did, be sure to give us a thumbs up. Drop a comment below. Share with your friends. Go ahead and subscribe. And always, as always, we will catch you guys on our regular scheduled episodes every Monday and every Friday. You
have to be your biggest fan. And when things are really tough and they're really rough and nothing's working, but there's something inside of you that says, I just have to follow that. Because you don't know who